you an example. Before the yelwata thing happened, the sad, barbarous attack on the people, the peace-loving people in Yelwata, I had on the 27th of last month a security alert sent to me by somebody that the Fulani were planning to attack Yelwata. I have it on my phone. That means before it got to me, it would have reached the security apparatus of this country. Unfortunately, when you see a government where deliberately, Mr. President, irrespective of my appreciation of his visit to Benue, whether it achieves some objective or not, at least it's better than that of the former president. He appointed the NSA, a Fulani man, the Chief of Defense Staff, a Fulani man, the Chief State, what do you call him, the Minister of Defense, Fulani, the Minister of State Defense, Fulani. Now, when such information reaches these high offices, do you think it will go beyond that? It will not.
But those are just allegations.
It is not issue, whether it is an allegation, a security report. If an ordinary citizen like me can have it forwarded to my phone by somebody.
And you can authenticate the source of that security report.
The security apparatus in this country would have had it. The DSS would have investigated it. The DIA would have investigated it. They would have confirmed. But when the people at the top are people who belong to those ethnic nationalities being under consideration or under probe, then what would become of it? Nothing. So if on 27th, an ordinary person like me got a wind of this thing, and it came and happened, and people were massacred, over 200, then you know there's something wrong in this country. What the Totif said is correct. Just add to that and say it is being driven by Islamization and Fulanization.
Okay. I believe at this point, assumption was the issue here. There are some certain messages, information that might get to you as a result of the president of Middle Belt Forum. Even the security agencies might not be aware of. You're supposed to move around, give that intel to the security agencies so that if they really want to act on it, so be it. But if they don't want to, it will also be on record that as at the time you received the intel, you were able to divulge it to the power that be, to the security agencies, so that they can act on it. Did you do that, sir? With all due respect, like you didn't do it. We are expecting that so long as you have gotten the information, means they are also gotten it as well. I'm not trying to cover up for them. It might just be that they didn't get it. But if they do, and they fail to work on it, I believe we are heading towards a place that we might find it difficult to return again. Now, if everything so far said by you that our security agencies, the one so far mentioned by you, is being headed by the Fulani people, it's not a bad idea. But by the time the same set of people, their ethnic nationalities are the one causing mayhem, crisis, chaos in the country, and they seem not to be doing much just to curb it, or rather bring the culprit to justice, that goes to show that they might be indirectly aiding and abetting in whatever is ravaging the country today. They might have their whole hidden agenda, because it's all clear that the Islamization or Fulanization is what they really want to. If a certain state can be occupied by 60 community or be 64 by now by Fulani herdsmen, and those original owners of the land have been chased away. Up to now, the government is not doing anything about it. And the main purpose why Yelwata own was, carried out is the main purpose why that same 64 communities also did theirs. It goes to show that their plans is to take over every places in Nigeria. And if our government fail to stand up to their responsibility to see the true picture of what they are heading to, it means They just want to manage the situation for their own selfish interest because they believe bulk of the votes come from them. And some of these persons, if they really want to step on their toes, their second term in office might not be guaranteed simply because every vote counts. They just want to wool everybody together to win their selfish ambition. So I want to, at this point, beg the presidency, forget about your second term ambition. Do the needful. Let all these persons be investigated. We have seen series of videos on social media, people accusing those at the helm of affair in terms of security. Yet nobody has been brought to book to answer for those questions, begging for answers on a daily basis. Rather unfortunate. Anyway, whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section. Once again, share, follow the page. For the record, nobody is above the law. If the president feel he is still the one in charge of the security in Nigeria, there's need to scrutinize this video. Ask those who are supposed to make sure that there is peace in the land. Ask them a series of questions. If they cannot answer it and they can't act on it, tell them their best is not good enough. Open the door and let them go so that others can begin to come in. A situation whereby some persons will be shouting, it's just a tribal bigot. You just want to give everything to the southern part of the country. Now, check all the security apparatus so far mentioned by this man. They are being controlled by our northern brothers over there, which is not a bad idea. But by the time you now begin to work as if maybe you just want those trying to destroy Nigeria, their nefarious activities are thriving, it goes to show that you have a hidden agenda. As a result of that, you are not a friend of Nigeria. Somebody like that needs to be taught a lesson.